feed off of you, you feed off of us. No pun intended since we're at the burger stand. Burger stand, how the fuck are we doing? That's what I want to hear. God damn it, yeah. We're gonna be better today than we were yesterday, and tomorrow divided by 2 probably won't happen. You know, that's just part of the human experience, right? A lot of people ask me, William, what is it like to be a comedian? Like, what do you need to be a good comedian? Well, I don't know what you need, but it seems like most comedians I know have some sort of condition with 3 or 4 letters in it, you know? Yeah, ADD, ADHD, OCD, PTSD. You went and smoked some PCP, and then you went and learned what it was after you got your BA at UNM, and then you went home and watched NHL on NBC, you know what I mean? Honestly, I have OCD, and maybe a little touch of the tism, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy. All right, and yes, let's address this aesthetic. Yes, I know I look like Jesus that doesn't perform his own miracles, okay? Very plain to see. After all, you think after all a long, hard day's work of telling people to work on themselves, I want to go home and work on myself? No! It's like the shoemaker's kids doesn't have shoes, you know what I mean? Fucking the Lord Almighty doesn't have, the Lord Almighty has astigmatism, you know what I mean? Crazy. I also know that if I was in Russia, I look like Rasputin, okay? I also look like the guy that just hangs out at the barber shop, you know? You think things are going well when I have hair this long? I can't afford a haircut, okay? Okay, anyway. But like, obviously I support myself. I look like I buy my clothes with Banana Republic points. So what do I do? What do I do for work? Well, back in the day, I used to be in a submarine in the U.S. Navy for 5 years. You're welcome for my service, by the way. You are welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I was on a submarine. I don't have PTSD unless my head goes underwater when I'm swimming. You know, everything is fine, and then when someone dunks me, I'm like, I freak out. A lot of, but like with Uber, you know, well, with the Navy, before I jump into Uber, with the Navy, I did one deployment. We went to Cyprus, Diego Garcia, Bahrain, and Israel. Israel was fucking awesome. So fucking cool. The food was great. Obviously, the history was cool. And man, the people, everyone, pleasant surprise, everyone looked like a supermodel over there. Literally everyone. I'm not gay, but I was looking at the guys, I'm like, fuck, I got competition around here. Man, everyone looks good. Everyone looks good. And frankly, if I had the confidence then that I do now, I would be married to an Israeli. And you bet your ass I'd be doing God's work, well, my work. I'd be doing God's work, I'd be making all kinds of Jews. All kinds. And listen, if you don't like that joke, you're anti-Semitic. I'm trying to make some Jews over here. And you don't want them around? What's wrong with you? Fuck it. We'll talk after I'm done, okay? Now make sure you're done, and then everyone's gonna be done. We'll film it. We'll go viral. We won't get a virus, hopefully. It's not a slight on you. I don't know you. You look like you go to the doctor very regularly. You look very clean. You're welcome. You look like you take showers. Nice. Well, I was born without a sense of smell, so I wouldn't know. You know, unless I taste. All right, listen. That's a good segue. Well, we'll get to that in a second. And I tell people, I am an Uber driver. I tell people all the time that I've done one tour of duty in the Navy, and I've done over 2,000 tours of duty on Uber. I am fucking lucky to be alive. Okay? I felt safer 10,000 leagues under the sea than in the streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico, okay? Sometimes I want to steal my own car just to get the fuck out of the city, okay? One time I was getting work done on my car, side tangent. I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I see a rainbow-colored turd on the sidewalk. You heard that right, rainbow-colored turd on the sidewalk. I look down and see this rainbow-colored turd and immediately think, this is the gayest shit I've ever seen, and I just keep on walking. I'm trying to survive fucking Uber here, man. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. William fucking Wheeler, listen. Uber. Dating. We'll talk about dating real quick. Dating is a lot like porn in the sense that with porn, you start off with pictures, then you work your way up to hardcore videos, right? Online dating is very much the same way. You start with Tinder and meeting people at the burger stand, right? And then you slowly work your way up to writeaprisoner.com, all right? Listen, here in the mean streets of Taos, New Mexico, down in the mean streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico, you gotta have game, you gotta look cool, you gotta talk smooth. On writeaprisoner.com, you just have to have really good penmanship, okay? Obviously, we've all been ghosted. You've all been left on red, and you send that text message. Have you ever literally been left on red? I wrote a nice letter in my favorite fountain pen. I was like... And it was on nice paper, folded up real nice, and I even said something sweet in there. I got a second piece of paper, I traced out the outline of my hand, and I wrote, even though we're states apart, we can still hold hands and be together. Right! That's what I thought. Fucking left my ass on red. She's in prison. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, man. I don't know what I did wrong. But I know this. It's been a pleasure spitting some jokes at y'all here in Taos. We're going to come back up here again. And I'm going to leave the floor to my cohorts here. Again, my name's William Wayne Wheeler III. William Wheeler professionally. Tip your bartenders. Stretch out. Give it up for your host, Daniel, everybody.
Thank you. Woo. Wow, Will. Wow. That's the difference between professional and amateur right there, I'll tell you what. But you know what? We have a secret amateur that has snuck on